Top 10 breastfeeding tips for moms. Here they go. Number one, I wouldn't use any lanolin, coconut oil, any of the recommended ointments. They were a waste of my money. I tried 4 different brands. None of them helped. It actually prolonged healing, and it was messy and a waste of my money, a total waste of my money. Number two, use any breast milk you have to treat any cracks or sores you may get from breastfeeding. They say that sores and cracks are a result of improper latch technique, but I found, because I breastfed twice, 2 children, so I found that it happened both times. The first time was 6 years ago, and this time again. And I would say it was because your nipples go from not having any stimulation to having someone suck on them constantly. And trust me, the newborn period is constantly. They say every 2 hours, but it's constantly. My next tip would be let them air out as frequently as possible. Letting them air out prevents the chances of you contracting thrush, which is basically a yeast infection from your nipples being moist and in a dark place, a dark warm place, which would be your bra, even with the disposable pad in there to dry them up. It really doesn't help. So let them air out as much as possible. Stick a towel under you and take a nap. Just let them hang, I guess. And my next tip is get a nursing bra. Sports bras are the next alternative if you can't afford a nursing bra, but I would definitely say get a nursing bra, and don't get any with any wire, but make sure they have support to them, because you can just let the flap down, and feed whenever it's possible. It's just a lifesaver for me. Avoid the pump like the plague. I would say avoid the pump like the plague, because it become a crutch. You will be pumping unnecessarily, which can actually boost your supply even more and make engorgement even worse, which you don't want to go through, because trust me, your body's going to kick in full gear on your 3rd or 4th day after having a baby, and you don't need extra milk. Or it can actually lower your supply if you're pumping way too much and feeding the baby less, because babies are more efficient at getting milk out than a pump. So what will end up happening is you're thinking, oh, I'm not making that much milk, but actually you're making enough milk, but your child, who was designed to extract that milk the best way possible, isn't doing it. You have a pump, a man-made device, trying to do that, and it might not be the best for you. And if you are feeding your child as much as you're supposed to, which I would say a newborn is going to feed about 10 times minimum. Newborns comfort suck a lot, so it might be constantly those first couple of weeks. After that 4-day sleepy phase, it might be constantly. Then you're pumping on top of it. You're going to leave your body, trick your body into thinking, oh, I need to make more milk, and then boom, engorgement lasts forever, and you want that phase to go over quickly. Do not supplement either. Supplementing will really adversely affect your supply. Supplementing will lead to low supply, because your baby will be hungry, and that's like a skipped feeding to your body. Your baby won't be hungry anymore. It just finished eating a bottle of formula or breast milk from the pump or whatever. So don't supplement. Let your nipples get used to this. And again, I say there's going to be a little bit of achiness and pain, because you go from not having any stimulation at all to being nursed on constantly. So definitely do not supplement. My next tip would be try to find some cheap alternatives. For me, my cheap alternative was, instead of buying disposable nursing pads, I bought reusable ones, which I can just throw in the washer and dryer, and I have about 24 of them. Tremendous help. I just switch them out when they get soaked. I can, throw those in a washer with my clothes and then throw it back into the dryer, and I'm never without. I recommend Dr. Brown's reusable nursing pads. They were $6.99 and worth every penny. Another cheap alternative I found would have to be, instead of using lanolin, I would say use a little bit of coconut oil in the beginning, just in case, say if you start to scab if you had a crack or something, you don't want it to stick to the bra, rub a little coconut oil in there. But then again, don't be heavy with it, because if you're heavy with it, you prolong healing and it'll actually make your nipple even sorer. So, is that a word? Whatever. Sorry, I'm overthinking this. Then, my next tip would be keep snacks close by. I would say keep snacks close by because you'll get hungry. Trust me, you will. And you want to keep water by. You'll be so thirsty. It's like you're out in the desert without a bottle of water. That's how thirsty you'll feel. So keep the water nearby. They say water intake doesn't affect your supply, but you'll be so thirsty. You you'll keep having your fluids if you're breastfeeding consistently like you should be. Um, 3 products I needed was my number one, my breast pillow, any brand. I mean, I tried 2 different brands, loved both of them. I needed them. Nursing bras. I love my nursing bras. I tried it with my sports bra and it was annoying me. Just slipping up and it's mashing my boob. I love my nursing bra. And also, the reusable pads. So those were the 3 products I needed. Products I wasted money on. Again, the ointments, the lanolin, 4 different brands. Waste of my money. Total waste. Electric pump, because I really don't pump. I hand express. I looked up a couple YouTube videos on how to do that. And I know how to hand express in less than 20 minutes. Get 6 ounces, save that up just in case I ever go anywhere without my baby. But I pretty much travel with him a lot, so I never need to pump. And I do nurse on the go with a cover, so we're okay. The electric pump, a waste of money. I spent almost $200 on it. I'm hoping though when I return to work that it will be worth every penny, because I probably will need to pump while I'm at work. But again, he sleeps through the night now and I'll be working overnight. So I don't know if I really need an electric pump for that either. I'll probably only need to pump 1 time at night. So we'll see. And my job has a pumping area, so we'll see how that is. And those are my tips for breastfeeding.